Yeah, so I was looking. So my dream was to become a life coach. Like I always thought that was cool. And so one day my roommates knew that. And so I actually came home and my roommate was actually in his class. His class was
Mm-hmm.
B211. It was a business class. And he says, Trent, my professor is a life coach. You should go talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was all like, all right, like I've been researching a bunch of coaching options. And I was all like, yeah, I'll go talk to him, like what could have hurt? And so I emailed Bryant and I was like, hey, Bryant, like I'm interested. Is there a time that we could like set up an appointment? And he emailed me back. He's like, well, go to the bookstore and get the two books, The Greatest Salesman in the World and Today I Begin a New Life. And I was all like, oh, what the heck, like. So I went down there, grabbed the books, and I read them that week. I read the entire book, and it spoke to me. And then I was all like, this is it. And I believe what you guys believed in, and that your thoughts change behavior. And then I was like, yeah, I believe this, Brian. Now what do I do? And he's all like, oh, man, take this profile, take this assessment, and then come talk to me. And so I took the assessment, and I went to talk to Brian.
Tell me about your first experience when Brian is reviewing the results of your assessment.
Yeah, so then he walked me through my assessment. He's like, yeah, you're using this gift destructively. That's why you feel discouraged. That's why you don't really like yourself right now, and it's causing problems with your wanting to connect on a deeper level with people. And so after the assessment was over, I realized in that moment I had this realization that I was the only one stopping me. Like it was my thoughts that were killing me, because he kept saying, Trent, you're not your thoughts. You're just surrendering your free will to your self-sabotaging dialogue. And I was all like, yeah. And so I asked Brian, I was like, well, how much would it cost to coach a college student? Because I saw the need, and he just kind of sat back in his chair and he's all like, well, I never coached a college student before. Can you give me a couple of days?
Business leaders, right?
Yeah. Can you give me a couple of days? And I was all like, yeah, give me a couple of days. Give me a price, and I will totally be willing to pay the price to be coached. Yeah, I think the biggest outcome was being able to connect with people at a different level than I've ever been able to connect to in my life.